anyone with a learning disability?
Yeah, my brother has Asperger's syndrome or Asperger's.
Okay, so he probably has trouble learning in the classroom. What are some of his characteristics, maybe?
He's very tentative socially, and it's hard for him. He's extremely smart, smarter than I am. It's just hard for him to convey it to people.
Okay.
Because he's so socially not awkward, not the right word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's hard for him to maybe access the material in the classroom like the other students do.
Yeah, he's in special school district. He's in a work study program right now.
Okay,
so it's
cool.
not like he's traditionally learning in class.
Okay, great.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, what do you think it means to have a learning disability?
To not be able to function as well as people who don't have learning disabilities.
What kind of supports maybe could someone need in the classroom to be successful if you have a learning disability?
Someone to help them read or comprehend other materials that the other children can normally get without assistance.
Okay, great, thank you. How would you define a learning disability?
Learning disability? I guess I've known people who say they have learning disabilities. They just have trouble concentrating in class or aren't able to comprehend the lecture as well as other people. So they have people take notes for them, or they're have 4 more study groups with them.
Somebody who can't grasp certain subjects as quickly as other people can, and need to take it slower.
Some people who say they have ADD or ADHD, they say they might consider that as a learning disability and get certain privileges because of that, more time on a test or different time for a test than everyone else in the class. So those are just some common ones that I know. I don't really know.
Yeah. Well, it's my brother has a learning disability, and so he always just had an extra tutor after school that kind of went through everything went over everything again with him. Just made sure that he did fully understand it, and he had where he couldn't write down what he was thinking, but he could say it. So the teacher would ask him his test, and so he just orally do it instead of writing it down.
How would you define a learning disability?
Disability?
Mm-hmm. Someone who maybe they have a learning disability in reading or a learning disability in learning mathematics. Do you guys have maybe an idea of what that would mean for that person?
Let me think about it. Disabilities about learning. Maybe that person who is not familiar with this topic or this kind of knowledge, maybe he transferred from different departments, so he cannot catch up, just like his classmates.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Go ahead.
Okay. In my point of view, learning disability may be kind of after you ask for someone else's help or search for internet or some other materials, you still couldn't figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think there are students on MU's campus who have learning disabilities or learning problems?
I would say yeah, I do.
Okay, what do you think they might do? A student coming to MU, what actions do you think they might take to make their college experience easier on them?
I guess through sports or just joining organizations or just trying to make new friends, I guess.
Okay, all right, thank you. Do you think there are many students on MU's campus that have learning disabilities?
Yeah, I think there'd be more than you believe there to be.
Okay, and how do you think these students go about being successful in their classes?
I think they avoid classes their weekend. I can't read, so I'm an engineer. So
I think they use the Student Success Center a lot too. I think the different tutors and stuff like that they can find.
So they utilize the resources on campus? Yep. I did. Thank you. What kind of classes are you enrolled in here at MU?
I'm a film studies major, so I'm in like the arts and sciences, like 4 classes.
Okay, so say for a student on campus with a learning problem or a learning disability, what types of supports do you think they would need, or what types of supports could they use to be successful in their classes?
Well, I don't have a learning disability, but I have a physical one, and I have like extended time on my tests because it takes me longer to write than other people, and I get tired. And so I also have I have a proctor who gives me the test instead of my teacher, so I'm like in a room alone where I can tell them what to write and stuff, so I don't have to do it a little bit too tired.
Okay, where could someone with maybe any disability on campus, where could they find services, or how would they get these services?
I just went to the disabilities office and they helped me, so I mean that's what I would recommend, is just kind of seeing what they tell you because they're really helpful.
Okay.